Hello everybody, this is Astocky here, and I am currently in a new Minecraft world. Now I'm not sure exactly what you guys are going to say about this, but I guess I thought I'd put it out there. I sort of hinted at it in the last video that I did of the Astocky pack for 1.4.6 that I had, which basically was, I guess, my mod pack that I decided to do a little bit differently back in 1.3.2, when kind of the mods that I was hoping for weren't really updated and things were kind of all over the place. So this is, it's Astocky's development mod pack for 1.4.7. So you'll see that IC2 is in. There are the beautiful rubber trees. You'll see there's 22 pages of things. What I have tried to do is I have tried to pick some good mods. There's all the standard technical sort of mods. There's Z's farming mod still, so that is a beautiful avocado tree. There's Stormcraft 3. There's the very latest version of forestry, which includes the ability to have all these new different kinds of wood and all the different kinds of wooden things that you can basically put together, and then you can kind of crossbreed them. It's got the very latest version of IC2. It's got advanced machines, it's got power converters. Now it has a mod that you don't see very often, which is the Buildcraft Advanced Power Systems mod. It's got IC2, it's got all of the IC2 mods that you've come to know and love. Basically I've made IC2 optional because I think once you have thermal expansion and some of the other Buildcraft mods that are in there and things like factorization, you don't really need IC2. I know that kind of, everyone has IC2 and people are just used to it, so they love it and they play with it. But for those of you who might want something that's a little bit different, I've made that optional. I've got Stormcraft 3, Railcraft. I have not put Computercraft in. Please don't ask me to put that in. The Red Power 2 computer system is more than suitable for all the different things that people need to do. In fact, there are some amazing things you can do with that. There's chicken bones, wireless redstone, there's Buildcraft's additional pipes, and the teleport pipes. There you go, there's the steam engines from the new Railcraft, which I just think are fantastic. I love the mechanic for how that works. Like I said, there's thermal expansion. Wonder what else there is. Like I said, there's already Buildcraft, Red Power 2, mentioned Stormcraft. I think I've mentioned forestry, just about everything Stormcraft. Clay Soldiers mod, because I just think that thing's fantastic. I'm potentially looking at also putting in Jammy's Furniture mod. There's a whole lot of block ID conflicts, so it's going to take me a little while to get that in. I've still got Soul Shards. I've put Mistcraft in as an optional mod, so those of you who want to be able to do that can do it. I'm thinking that when I create the server for this, I'm not going to put Mistcraft in, because Mistcraft really just messes around with servers, so I'm not going to put that in. What else do we have? Let's have a look here. So that's all factorization. There is the Diamond Buckets mod, which is a fantastic mod. Ryan the Almighty has that in his pack, which is a fantastic pack as well. It's a really good pack. All the different gates from Buildcraft. There's thermal expansion, Stormcraft 3. What do we got here? This is all the IC2 stuff. Yeah, I think that's about it. But yeah, I think it's a really good selection of mods. I've tried to steer away from having too many mods that do the same kinds of things. That's why I've made IC2 optional. I guess if you want to use it, you can. It is a fully functioning mod, and something that not a lot of people know about. There's this great thing called an ore value scanner. It's an IC2 item. The recipe is an advanced circuit, some glowstone, some gold cable and a battery. But if you stand anywhere, and I have updated all of the IC2 configs and all of the configs for all the different mods, so they all work together. You can take, say, the chainsaw from IC2, and it works with Tricapitator. All of the mod axes all work together. All of the different mod wood should work together. I say should because I haven't actually tested it on the Stormcraft 3 trees yet, but I have faith. I mean, IC2 works. I've tested that a couple of times. Sorry, I got distracted. So, OV scanner. You right click, the ore value in this area is 78. Over here, the ore value is 66. Over here, 68. Over here, 78. Obviously, it is using power each time I do this. But have you ever thought, you know, I wish I could find the best place to put my quarry? Well, this scans the central block and then 2 blocks in each direction. So it does from that point there to that point there. If I stand here and click, underneath that there is 76 value, and the way that it works it out is a diamond is 5, coal is 1, and all the other kind of ores and gemstones, everything in between. So, you know, that is something that I personally think is just brilliant, and I see all these people playing technical oriented mods and not using this, and it just makes no sense to me. Look at that, 95 just here. So if we were to say get something from IC2, which is the miner, and we were to put that down, was it just here? Nope, nope, 97, there we go, that square. And just make this nice and quick for you. Diamond tip drill, we want the OV scanner, you need pipe, so mining pipe, and then we're going to need some power, so let's just grab ourselves a Lapotron crystal. Whoa, let's take that crystal back out now, because it's just going to spit dirt everywhere. We don't want that, so we'll use the diamond chest from the iron chest mod, because that's an absolutely cool mod. I know it's there, I just can't see it for some reason. There we go. Let's try that again. So you can see the current height is 60, there's 63 left, which means it's laid one piece of mining pipe down, and it basically lays the pipe directly below it as the drilling head works its way down. Now the way that it works is any ore within that area that I mentioned earlier, which is from this point just here to this point just here, it will automatically gather, and then the next time you want to use it, you just move it over. So you move it over to here, would be the next block where I would place it, and then it does the same thing in that area, and it basically just mines out everything underneath. Now it is a bit of a small area, but look at that, it's found 2 copper and 1 iron, and it's just going to keep working its way down. So you can see there it's got some more copper that it's going to find in a few seconds. It's just going to keep getting it all out. You can see it's digging it out there. So the next thing that I thought I would say is the ores that are in this mod are the factorization ores. So they are, so yeah, you will find sulfur and saltpeter, you will find ruby, you will find all of the nether ores in the nether. You will then find all of these ores under the 2000 series, which are the factorization ores, and you will also find now this one here, which is 4090 copper and 4090 and metadata 2 tin, are from forestry. They won't actually spawn. Silver ore though, which is the very next block, it will spawn. It's the one that comes with factorization. No, I think I said that incorrectly. The ores that spawn are the ones from the thermal expansion mod. And the reason I chose thermal expansion over the others is that it allows you to pre-configure how much you want the ores to spawn. So I guess once I get you guys to start playing the pack, I would be really interested to know if you think there's too much ore spawning or not enough ore spawning. Here we go, how are we doing? Piece of amber, 15 iron, 2 copper. It takes quite a lot of stuff to build one of these miners, and to build the drill, and to build this scanner, and to build the mining pipe. But once you build one and set it off, you can go away now and this will just do its thing, and then you can come back later on and pick up a whole chest full of ores. No complicated pipes, other than, you know, some form of power for it, which it does work perfectly well. If you were to get say an advanced solar panel and just stick that next to it, that will almost fully power it. Not quite, but almost. Obviously you've got to be in the daytime for that to work. But if I take this out now, you'll see that solar panel is not quite fully powering it. But that's still pretty good, and if you actually replace this diamond drill with a regular mining drill, it'll still mine all the same ores. Takes 5 times as long to do each level, but by having it take 5 times as long, it uses like a tenth of the power. So it's a pretty good option for those of you who A, don't have enough diamonds to make lots of diamond drills, and B, don't have Lapotron crystals to throw in things. So I guess this is my pack. Really interested to know what you guys think, whether you guys are interested in this. I still have the build from the other Astocky pack. I've got it all saved up, so if you guys are not interested in this, if you guys think that the Almighty pack plus the Solitary Craft pack is giving you everything that you need, I am more than happy to not put this out there, to keep what I've got. Because like I said, I picked it because it was different and it was something that was unusual. To be honest, I've got a little bit bored of different and unusual, and you know, Buildcraft 3.4 is out now, which has added a whole lot of new stuff. Forestry 1.7 is out now, which has added a whole lot of new mechanics. There's a whole lot of new IC2 crops. Forestry now works with the IC2 crops, so using the plugin that I've got, you can link the two of them together, and then you can get your forestry farms to grow IC2 crops that you've hybrided together. Yeah, forestry grows new trees. Ha, awesome. No sapling though, that stinks. Let's try the next one. I want a sapling. I believe these things are pretty unusual, so I think I'll be lucky if I do get one. I think I saw one. Yep, there we go. So from 2 trees, I got 1 sapling. Not ideal, but you know, you get that. What is that? Oh, look at that. That is a Thorncraft dungeon. The next thing that I've just noticed is my raised minimap keys are all screwed up. So I'm going to have to fix that. But look at that. Thorncraft dungeon. Excellent. So, I hope you guys like the idea of this pack. Let me know what you think. I might even do just a bit of a first episode of a Let's Play to show you guys, you know, kind of how it's going to be, what I think it'll be like. Yeah, so let me know exactly what your thoughts are, and over to you guys. Astocky out. Okay guys, I'm back just quickly. I've added a few more solar panels and I let this miner run for a while. Picking up lots of good stuff. You can see we've got silver, we've got factorization silver, nickelite, apatite, tin, cobble, way more iron, you know, lots of good stuff. The main reason I came back is because I just wanted to show you this is all stuff that this has been mined out by the miner. So you can see the way that it works, and what I've actually noticed is, actually except for this column which I dug myself, it actually doesn't do what I thought it did, which is 3 blocks away. It actually does 5 blocks away from the center. So what that effectively means is, once we fly back up to the top here, what that effectively means is it's not 1, 2, it's 3, 4. So it actually does that block there, and then it doesn't do to there, it actually does to here. So it actually does a much bigger area than I thought it did, which is excellent. And wow, I've got lots of redstone, lots of nickelite, and this is just from one run. And you can see that the only cobblestone and, well, that's lead, uranium, it's actually picked up some oak and some fence, which means it's gone through a mine shaft, which I think is cool. You can just kind of look at it and know. If you ever see mossy cobblestone, you know you're above a dungeon. Yeah, the reason it's getting these cobblestone is to get to the block that it mines out. It kind of mines all the way in between. So, I mean, that is just cool. The only thing, and this is part of the reason why I dug down beside it, is it will keep going until it hits bedrock, which it looks like it's going to do very soon, or if it hits lava. And so if you turn it into obsidian by adding water, you can pretty much clean that part of it out and stop it having that issue. So thank you very much for watching. check out the Astocky team launcher too. I just thought that'd be a cool way to finish. Astocky out.